I'm Tanya Wu in the Newswatch newsroom. Coming up at 6 o'clock, a kidnapper is on the loose in one of America's safest cities. Police have just released a composite sketch. Jay, I'm in Woodland Hills here at Topanga and Sherman Way, where drivers are being warned this afternoon to look for major changes. In a few days, at this intersection, a traffic camera will be installed to catch red light runners, and the controversy has already begun. For now, this sketch is the best defense neighbors have against the suspect. They're posted all over the place. Some El Sereno families are fighting to keep their homes tonight. Their apartment buildings could be demolished within a month. Jay, the four-car collision was so powerful, witnesses say it sounded like bombs were going off. This demonstration is just the start of something big. Plus, see why families in El Sereno are protesting. Those stories and more coming up at 6. Good evening. I'm Tanya Wu in the Newswatch newsroom. The top story tonight, a Simi Valley girl fights off a would-be rapist. Now the search is on for the suspect. Simi Valley police say this is the composite sketch of a man who allegedly abducted a little girl in this quiet neighborhood. Anthony and Amberly Maxwell live on the street where the kidnapping took place, and they worry about their own 6-year-old daughter, Sarah.
Well, that's one of the worst things that could happen, is have your daughter abducted.
The kidnapping happened on the 1700 block of Patricia Street around 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. The suspect grabbed the 9-year-old girl as she was playing in front of her apartment complex. He dragged her to his car and sped off. Police say the suspect tried to rape the girl.
She fought off his advances, and after about an hour of this, he ended up dropping her off about a block from where she was abducted.
For now, this sketch is the best defense neighbors have against the suspect. They're posted all over the place. And because of that, police say it's unlikely he'll come back. But detectives aren't taking any chances.
We're asking for help. He does have dental work on his bottom teeth, and you can see either gold or silver.
There's all sorts of weird, strange stuff going on around here.
Scott Kearns has lived here for years and never expected anything like this.
It surprised me. You know, it's kind of a weird coincidence. Something like that would happen. I mean, this is like Simi Valley. We're not supposed to have any really crime or whatever.
As for Sarah, she knows what to do if approached by a stranger.
Run and scream as loud as you can.
The suspect was driving a dark-colored dusty SUV with a camper shell. If you recognize the suspect, call the Simi Valley Police right away. In other news, some El Sereno families are fighting to keep their homes tonight. Their apartment buildings could be demolished within a month, but these families say they are not going to go quietly. Nefertari Recon loves playing ball with her friends in this courtyard, but these might be her final days playing here. She and her family are being forced out of their El Sereno home.
I'm gonna miss my friends from school, my cousins, and my teachers.
The owner of these apartments for low-income families plan to tear them down and build a new building. That will leave the 8 families that live here with very few options. Now the residents are protesting today with the human rights group Acorn. Spokesperson Guadalupe Gonzalez is concerned about this recent trend. She's seen it before.
It's not the first time. We have a lot of places with this same problem.
This demonstration is just the start of something big. In a few weeks, organizers plan to hold citywide protests.
We start a march. We have a rally, big rally to protest for affordable housing.
So this is my living room. Arlene Tauras plans to be at these protests. She is one of those 8 families who have no place to go.
Well, it's not good because, if I had somewhere to go, I wouldn't feel as bad. But, I have my 3 girls. Where am I going to go with them?
The landlord was supposed to meet with the families at the demonstration, but she never showed up. She could not be reached for comment. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for watching Newswatch. I'm Tanya Wu. Have a good night. Jay, the 4-car collision was so powerful, witnesses say it sounded like bombs were going off. The crash left 2 people dead and a suspected drunk driver facing criminal charges. This was the scene in the Crenshaw district last night on 41st and Avalon. Witnesses say the driver of the Mitsubishi sped through a red light, colliding with 2 minivans.
I felt something that had exploded.
The victims have not yet been identified. As for the driver, he faces manslaughter charges. Live in the Newswatch newsroom, I'm Tanya Wu. Jay, back to you.